Introduction. As we strive to upgrade the quality of our life's experiences, we begin to realize the importance of the mind. It creates our perceptions of happiness and distress. If it goes astray, it robs our inner joy, dragging us into a cesspool of miserable thoughts and feelings. But if effectively trained, the mind becomes our biggest resource for optimism, contentment, determination, and joyfulness. That is why the Vedic scriptures have rightly called it the cause of both bondage and liberation. The mind is like a fertile field. If you cultivate it well, it blossoms with attractive plants and beautiful flowers. But if neglected, the outcome is terrible: wild weeds and thorny shrubs. Likewise, the mind is replete with infinite potential. As gardeners of the mind, we must ensure its productivity. Our sovereign duty in life is to carefully tend to our mind to make it bloom with sublime thoughts and noble emotions. We can fulfill this duty by learning about the science of mind management, one of the most useful skills we can learn in life. The successful distinguish themselves by their ability to marshal their mental resources. They choose their thoughts judiciously to be ever happy and inspired. As masters of their mind, they prefer to focus their thoughts and energy upon their goals, promptly discarding negative emotions as useless baggage. They know how to tap into the fountain source of inspiration that lies within. Thus, they march forth as more effective human beings. In contrast are those who remain slaves of their emotions. Unable to control their ideas and feelings, they become victims of the environment. They feel that the key to happiness lies in external factors. To be happy, they desperately need others to behave differently and for situations to change. Hence, they become obsessed with battling circumstances in their life. Wouldn't it have been easier if they had prioritized improving their own mind? Had they done that, they would have found an infallible and trustworthy friend within themselves. That's why even a little time dedicated to acquiring the technology for mind management reaps rich dividends, enriching your life forever. The very fact that you are devoting your precious time to read this book implies that you recognize the value of training the mind. In this book, you will discover powerful techniques for transforming your life, such as Chintan, contemplation, self-affirmation, visualization, yoga of the intellect, Rupdhyan meditation, and Sharanagati, surrender to the Supreme, among others. I learned these secrets from Jagatguru Sri Kripalaji Maharaj, who was the fifth original Jagatguru of Indian history. He personally coached me for 25 beautiful years in the practical application of these teachings to my life. What I gained from this indescribable experience is beyond words. Suffice it to say that the practice bestowed an inestimable treasure of love, knowledge, and bliss that only keeps growing each day. Maharaj Ji entrusted me with the key task of sharing the divine knowledge I have received from him. This has been my life's mission for over 3 decades now. With that goal, I extensively studied ancient Vedic texts and the scriptures of all the major Eastern and Western religious traditions of the world. Further, I delved into the teachings of scores of other great saints in Indian history: Kabir, Tulsidas, Narsai Mehta, Tukaram, Mirabai, Guru Nanak, Eknath, Surdash, and many more. To highlight the universality of the principles that I teach, these saints and scriptures have been extensively quoted in this book. Additionally, sayings of illustrious personalities in history, who reached the same conclusions from their experience, are also included in this book. The principles described herein are explained with systematic logic, to show their rationality and reasoning. Finally, since this is a book on the practical application of spirituality, I have also given plenty of real-life instances and stories to help convey the ideas dramatically and vividly. It is always a good idea to understand genuine knowledge through a mix of logic, stories, examples, and scriptural quotations, as they not only help to convince us but also to retain and internalize the teachings. During the last 30 years, I have shared these principles with millions of people and seen them benefit from them. With the blessings of the Supreme Lord, may the book truly enrich your life and help you experience the fountain of joy, inspiration, and love within.